Hey folks, what a view behind me. I'm at Blackpool Markets headquarters here in Auckland, New Zealand. Speaking of views, you can get TradingView paid plans for free at Blackpool Markets, saving you up to $600 a year. Get either the Essential Plus or Premium plans absolutely free. All you need to do is trade from one lot a month at Blackpool Markets. And you can also get a 100% deposit bonus for your first deposit up to $1,000. All you need to do is click the Trading Nut link in the description below. Hey, start trading Forex indices and commodities with up to 800k of Blue Guardian's capital risk-free. Just pay a small one-time fee to take the challenge, hit a profit target and get funded. Then keep up to 90% of your profits and enjoy fast weekly payouts. Now for futures traders, Blue Guardian Futures offers up to 450k in funding with 100% profit on your first 15k. With low targets, no activation fees and unlimited resets, it's one of the best deals in the industry. Visit blueguardian.com or blueguardianfutures.com to start trading today and grab their limited time discount code.
Hey, good morning, guys. Screen. All right. Please let me know if you guys see and hear. All right, so we're gonna do a quick little recap here from what we did on Thursday to now, what happened. So this was our trade from Thursday, which I only took profit right here, and I could have taken quite a bit more, as you can see, right? But anyway, let's get started with this all over again from scratch. All right. Actually went, let's see, just out of curiosity. From last week Thursday to now, it went 700 pips. From Thursday to now, that's quite a bit actually. But anyway, let's see what we got here from daily. All right, so I'm gonna make the dailies. I know that just use nice for daily. We have that. Then we have a stopping point there, and stopping point probably here, right? And we're in all-time high. 3,025 already. Damn. All right. 4 hour. Let's check the 8 hour first. All right, so let's adjust this 8 hour to here. And go to 4 hours. All right, so we have a 4 hours support resistance right here and right here. One hour, adjust it to there. Then 30 minutes, adjust it to right there. So we have our 4 hour support resistance here, including our 30 minutes at the same time. Um, and now we're gonna do our actual low time frame analysis right here to figure out where we're gonna be today. Right, and these are your 30-minute lines. So it breaks down here. We're coming to our 4 hour and daily and 8 hour. 4 hour daily, 8 hours over here. Um, let's do the volume analysis to figure out what's the highest impact point from the. So it left at this bar, stops at this bar. Okay, where's the volume? Oh, there we go. So our lowest volume is right here, where it took off from at this moment. We can fill that in. That's our next possible drop point, where it's gonna pause. And if it pauses here, ranges, then we draw in a new range, and then we look for a breakout again to the downside, or a rejection to the upside. So we have a short position here if 30-minute, 5-minute, and 50-minute breaks out. Then we have a long position here if 5, 15, and 30 breaks out. Right now we don't know how far this might go. So let's see here. What's the average? Alright, so it ranged here, it broke out here, range here, broke out here. As you can see, the range got smaller than this range. So it's only about 2 days of range. So 2 days of range. What is the average range? Okay, so the average breakout point is, let's see what the average distance between here. So that's 300 pip to 77 and 400. So the average is about 300 pips. That means that, let's check this breakout here. So this is already 250. So we're gonna go towards 300 pips. Oops. So take profit should be right around there. So you can finish that average breakout of 300 pips, and then if it goes more, it goes more. And you can just keep holding as it goes more, providing that it gives evidence. Dodgy rival. Hey. Alright. I guess stream is working fine so far. Now I can go down to 15 and 5. Alright, so 5, we're gonna adjust this 30 minutes here. Actually, this was a fake out here in the 5-minute chart. So the next time it breaks out, at least we'll know that's the breakout. and volume has decreased as it went up here. Volume increased as it went up here. The volume was still fairly high as it came down, then rejected the upside. But volume is overall down, so we don't have any movement right now. So if it does break out, that does not mean it's gonna go, because we want to see volume present before it actually breaks out, a real breakout. Right? So if it does break out right now, it would be considered a fake breakout, unless there's some volume involved. Only then it's going to keep going. And as you can see, the ATR has dipped downwards. So it breaks down here. We have support and resistance here that's going to hold it up to protect the stop loss. If it breaks out up here, we have support and resistance right here that should hold it up. If not, you just get stepped out, because then it might just come straight down here. Right? What are we waiting for? We are waiting for this here. M5 breakout and confirm with M15 break. Right, and it's the same principle for the bottom. We want to break out with the 5 minute and confirm it with 15 and 30-minute break. Um, as a matter of fact, we want volume in here as well. Volume must be present. Right, so you want to see some sort of high volume bar here. And what I mean by high volume, I mean this previous day's high volume, right? Um, so volume, let me put this volume in a separate window. How do I add it to a separate window? Okay, so we want our volume levels to be roughly around this area and climbing, not just spoke it, but and climbing, right? Anyone have any questions so far? All right, let me go back to 30 daily. All right, so you see how it chopped over here, it faked out over here, held over here, then held down here, and broke, faked out over here, and came back, tested it, and dropped down. Right. Now, if we were to copy this trend line, right, so this angle right here, right, so this worked previously as well on both sides. Now let's grab it and put it up here. Right, so this is our zone, rejection zone here. Um, Now if you do this as well here, alright, so we're in a probability of a let me reduce this ATR here. Alright, so this is our it's inside our closest rejection zone at the moment. But as you can see, it hasn't really been working here. Well, you see, if it breaks out and does this and comes back down, then it's gonna go down. So I'll leave it just in case. I'll leave it as is. Reason being is that if this breaks out here, right, then it breaks back in here, then this is the line we want to look for an exit. Okay. So along this lines here, so even if it is in profit over here and comes down here, this is still the stop out zone below this yellow line. Right, but we do have a potential profit up here. And this one here, we do have a potential profit of down here. So 150 pip up down here, and an estimate of 190 pip up here. Just an estimate. And this here. Oh shit, what did I do? The yellow lines are the daily lines. So those basically one minute support broken lower. Right, so this is the link to the analysis here. Are we long or short today? So we're both long and short today because I don't know what's going on with the market. If it all I know is it breaks out here with high volume, then we have a potential trade up to this point. If we have a breakdown below here with high volume, then we have a potential break towards this point here. It might pause right here by the liquidity zone and then continue dropping or reject completely. And at this point here, you have to decide whether you want to hold or take profit. Right. So if we did a Fibonacci extension here, so at this point here, you can decide whether you want to hold up to there or not. Right. As you can see, it doesn't always go to the 1.61. Right. It doesn't always go. Usually around this area, it usually goes 100% of the move, but that's about it. So we're looking at even right down here, which is 50 pips at least. Right, so this is the potential target here, and then this was the next potential target. Let's see. We have news today. Put this over here. So today we have CAD building permits. Okay, so no major news today for USD, but we do have some major news for Canada here. So once CAD starts moving, dollar starts moving, and then gold starts moving. stream here. Let me see what the EA is saying over here at the moment. So it's giving no trade at the moment. And it's just basically telling us correlation is up, correlation is down in these particular areas. But these areas here would have been potential trades. So the first gray looking arrow there was a 32 pip trade. The first blue arrow here. Well, this used to be gray. I changed it to blue earlier. But it's a double. It's actually a double arrow. You see, if I delete the gray one, there's a blue one behind it. But anyway, potential trade was right here at this point. Right, and then we have a potential trade at this point. As you can see, there are usually 10 pip trades. This one here would have been a fail. But the trade that it would normally take would be this first trade only. Right, so it would be here. Similarly, this would have been the first trade it took. Right, which it did not take any of these trades, by the way, because I have it set to, unless the volume is above 7,000 here. Average volume is above 7,000, and actual volume for gold only is above 11,000. Only then when it takes trade. Other than that, it's going to just give signals. So unless the volume is very high and the ATR is very high, which is over here. So ATR needs to be at 10,015 or 950. I think I'd set 950. And you're doing some analysis over there? Are you gonna wait for the move to say I'm still doing analysis? Focus.
I can't focus.
Focus on what you want to do.
I mean, me and Mom have a theory for tomorrow, but it's not it.
What's your theory for the next 2 hours? That's what I want to find out. That's why everyone is on the stream here, to find out our theory for the next couple hours.
I know. Well, it's either gonna stay where it is or continue going up.
We know that.
But that's my analysis. Either take it or leave it.
So Angie says it's gonna either stay over here or go up. So she's bullish bias.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I do think it's a possibility it could go down to retest, of course.
Where?
Well, it didn't really retest this little tiny range it broke out of.
Which is what price?
It could be. It's hard to say because of the wicks and stuff.
So you don't know.
Hold on. I don't know the price yet. Maybe around like 29.95, maybe. But I'm not sure if it's gonna do that.
What range are you talking about? The 4-hour range?
Yeah, no, not the huge 4-hour range that broke out of. I mean the small little baby one, the consolidation.
The 4-hour range.
So it is a 4-hour range.
The 4-hour consolidation.
Yeah, the little teeny one.
That's the compression zone.
Yeah.
Well, it is a range in a way. It's a 1-hour range actually.
Yeah, it's 1 hour range.
Yeah, it may come and retest the top there. That's where my sell is at. So if I took a sell, it would be coming down here. Right? But if I took a buy, then we're in the unknown territory. So unknown territory, you have to be super careful because you can just pull back pretty quick.
It made like a curving everything's curving on the 30-minute, like whoop, there's a curve.
Do you guys have any analysis that you want to share? I would love to see some analysis. Actually, help the team out. And this way we get to see, like, what everyone's opinions are.
Everyone's opinions are they want to sell. Have you looked at sentiment?
I'm gonna look at sentiment right now.
Laugh at the people who took sells. Laugh. Because they're thinking you couldn't
All right,
possibly
so
go
we have
higher.
here. No, that's USD, Euro USD. Hold on. So we have here on sentiment, um, it's considered bullish because everyone is obviously selling, right?
Because they think it's going to reverse eventually.
So everyone has been selling for about many months. It's been what, like 2, 3 months. People, this has been staying the same in the sell side, and the market kept going bullish, bullish, bullish. Now, whenever market goes bearish, 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 this thing actually flips completely, and it says sell, 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 right? Because everyone keeps buying the bearish market, right? So it's weird how that psychology works, but it works, and these are a lot of brokers combination. Um, but it goes to show we're just running after, you know,
Something that's not even happening.
something that's not really happening in the moment. Alright, so let's see here. I'm gonna wait for this thing to give some trades, like it did last week, because it did give some pretty good trades last week. On Thursday, those are the ones that ran for 700 pips into the sky. Um, so let's see what it does. Let's see what type of data it gives us. Because remember, I'm relying on the high volume, high ATRs. So I'm relying on high numbers. Currently, it's very bullish. Everything is very bullish here. Bullish there. RSI is bullish. Average RSI is bullish as well. On a multi-time frame scale, on a multi-chart scale, all the metals are bullish, right? So we have the blue arrows there. While we're talking, we could have easily scalp 30 pips. Right, so that's what we're looking at here. And I could squeeze copy these things. 5, 10 pips, 5, 10 pips.
I'm just not good at scalping. It's so hard.
It's so hard.
It's so hard. Yes, he is just.
Alright, so let's look at this EA over here. So this EA has been a bullish bias from this point on, right? So this tells us that we are extreme bullish at the moment. When it's like this, it's filling up almost all the prices. We're very, very strong bullish. Unless it comes down here and flips to a sell, then it's gonna sell down to the back to 3,000, right? 29.92 is the next point of interest again. This is where the shift previously happened to the upside. So this EA that I created here captures that shift, right? Jeez. Right, so previously over here, the shift was over here, right, at this point. So as you can see, price dropped down here, went up. If it didn't continue up and drop below, it's gonna sell. If it goes back above, it's gonna buy. If it goes back below, it's gonna sell, right? And then eventually it went above and stayed above, right? So this is sort of a break retest type of situation you have to look at here. So it breaks and retest, very good. So as you can see, it broke, retest in a sell zone, and this buy zone actually moved up to this point. It became a sell zone at this particular point here, and then it broke out and became a buy zone, and it stayed a buy zone since. So more than likely, if it does come back down, it's gonna shift to a sell zone around these areas, which is 3014 areas to continue down a range. So because of this line here, this EA is going to strictly only look for buys, right? So therefore, um, as price comes down 300 pips, it's not going to sell. It's not going to sell. It's going to keep looking for buys. And obviously, because everything is selling, it's not going to see any buys because it's going to see that the trend is currently sell, right? Unless this sort of jumps up over here and now price is below it, then it's going to start looking for sells. And this EA is just for a key level, just to pick up a key level. All right, looks like it's breaking out now. Volume spiked here. Um, okay, it closed here. Let's do the 15 minutes. Verify this close in 7 minutes. Because in the 15 minute, the volume is still really nothing, right? And in 30 minutes, the volume is extremely low, right? Unless it closes and the volume is like all the way up here, then yeah, we're good to go for that buy. But volume needs to be present on the 30 minute, right? 30 minute volume is actually crucial to the trading, to your entry. You want that 30 minute volume to be nice and high. Because if it's not, this bar might close right back inside here, or even come bearish at some point. But if it closes bullish, the next one might actually open and come down back in due to the low volume. But you can verify this breakout here, have this confirmed breakout, then it might range on the 5 minute chart sideways. So it ranges sideways above here, then we take that official breakout to the upside. Because we want to break out in high value. Based on what? Based on 5 minutes, a high value breakout here. But based on 30 minutes, there is no volume. Right? So we want volume to be in 30 minutes as well. This could be a nice scalp trade, of course. Could have been a nice scalp trade. It's already been completed already. As you can see, it's not correlating anymore. The blue arrows are missing now, as of the past 2 minutes. So therefore, we are still not breaking out fully. This 200 EMA is in a nice angle to the upside. So the fact that this 200 is in an angle to the upside, 5 minutes 200 is in an angle to the upside. Everything is pretty angling, right? And it takes quite a bit of move to angle this back to the downside and flatten them out. But as you can see, when this angle is going to keep going that direction. So I'm hoping 5 minutes in the range, and then we take the break out of that range to the up. We have volume came in over here. This volume is up as well. So we have a lot of bullish data supporting a buy. Silvers are ranging, as you can see here. So possibly when silver stops ranging and breaks out of this, then is when the real thing starts happening. Right, so you want to be able to see the silver break out to the upside. This one already broke out to the upside. Your silver euro broke out to the upside, retesting here Um, XCG still in the range. So you might want to see this come back down here before it goes up, or break out of this zone completely. It's triangling at the moment, right? So it's doing that at the moment there. But overall, we're super bullish at the moment. So buys only. We're only looking for buys right now. The sell is only here because if it obviously comes down here, then we're sort of shifting the market completely to a sell, and then it breaks out, continues down. Okay, so 17 more minutes to go, 50 minutes about to close. So 50 minutes is going to close the breakout in 2 minutes. Now, if you guys want, you can attempt to sell with the 50-minute and 5-minute breakout, right? Because who knows, this can be continuing like this all the way here. Because the volume is climbing here on the 5-minute chart. Maybe when the 5-minute touches the 9 once more. You know what? Let's see. Um, okay. Everything is like extremely bullish, so I'm gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk it. See, someone is somewhere is printing bearish bars, right? We see it says gold bar by bar bull is only 33%, so that means one of these guys are printing bearish bars. Aussie is printing bearish at the moment. I mean, Euro is printing bearish, Aussie is printing bearish, silver is printing bearish, Euro silver is printing bearish, Aussie gold Aussies, I mean silver Aussies printing bearish. So once they finish printing bearish, we can look into that. Maybe a retest like this would be good. You see it's breaking out of this volatility area here, the bands. So it's breaking out of the bands, which means maybe the strength is increasing exponentially now. It's been under the bands for a while. Dollar is buying and gold is buying. I would like to see dollar sell while gold is buying. Right, so this is the last confirmation here. This dollar confirmation is what I'm looking for now. Everything else is bullish except the dollars, but bullish too. It's not by much bullish, but it's bullish. It's bullish enough to like stagger this. I'm realizing how much data I have on the screen here actually. But that's why I'm doing the stream so I can learn myself. Because I built the EA doesn't mean I'm an expert at using it. Because I lose while using it too. But I built it specifically for data gathering. right? Um, Even with all the data it gathers, I still manage to lose some trades, right? All these are winning trades, but the emotions sort of um, makes you pause, makes you second guess. But if you don't second guess and just simply take all the trades, that'll be fine. I need to really start doing it. All right. So, any questions? No questions. Let's find out. Um, is there a delay? Tell me when you see this message. Okay. Um, well, I don't typically check this often, but yes, on YouTube there's a 6 second delay. Um, that's when I'm doing YouTube live, but because we're using this streaming service, which is StreamYard, I don't know the delay on StreamYard to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it might have a few more seconds delay. But the average delay, the lowest delay that you're gonna get is about 10 seconds, which is still not too bad when you think about it. 10 seconds within a 1 minute bar. Unless there's like some serious amounts of news, only then it's gonna punch 100 pip away. But sometimes if you're 10 seconds late, you can be lucky because while I'm buying, it could be start selling. And then you'll be like, oh, I missed that one. Okay, let's see this dollar. Because you see, it's acting like it wants to go, but then pull back, acting like it wants to go, then pull back. So let's see how dollar is shifting here. So dollar is still becoming a little bit more strong, bullish. Um,
Think about scalping. I think we're just gonna scalp.
so that tells me that this is gonna go sideways. If it breaks, and then it might actually go. Well, I'd like to see this flip. So that means one of these arrows, either blue or light blue. This is supposedly a light blue, gray, either blue or gray, pops up along these lines. Then it's 100% bullish. It means all of these are bulls, and all of this is bull. I mean bear. Dollar is bear. But remember last week when we entered trades, we actually entered when um, dollar actually started going bearish, right? So while dollar was going bearish, we actually that's when we actually started buying. So I want to wait for that again now.
I remembered. I thought you closed it for some reason.
What are you doing?
No, I left.
It's extremely bullish, just so you know. Like
No, I left.
But why?
This one didn't tell me nothing.
So why are you leaving?
Oh, because I was waiting for this to buy.
I know, but you need to wait for it to start going there. Because it might not go there just yet. Right, so you can't sell either because there is no evidence of a sell happening. Right? As evidence of sell happening happens when it breaks its range here. It took its precious time making.
Just remember. Just remembered about it.
All right, so we have some volume coming in here in 5 minutes. Let's verify that in 30 minutes. Where's my volume? Alright, it's taking forever to load here. 15 minutes has broken out completely. It's closed above. It closed above with high volume. 30 minute, the volume did increase here. 30 minutes has 9 more minutes to close, so I'll wait at 9 minutes. Right, but the volume over here, however, has been increasing gradually on the bullish side, mostly bull volume. But you see the behavior here. The behavior pattern here doesn't look right because then it can just push back down and then go up. Let's see what the EA is saying. So, like I said, dollar is bullish at the same time as these 3 5-minute bar has been going, and as you can see, it hasn't been going because of that. Actually, technically, it hasn't really broken out either. It's just a single bar outside of the zone, outside of the range. For all we know, it can come back in the range and start selling. But there is some uncertainty on the buy. There is some definitely uncertainty on the sell. Okay, so dollar is 173 buy and 171 pair. Alright, so let's see if this flips completely. If dollar starts selling more aggressively, then it's going to support this push to the upside. Almost there. Alright, so we have correlation coming down now. You see here we have a little red arrow there. Means majority of these charts are now bearish at the moment. Gold, silver, euro, they're all bearish at the moment. This touched the 9, down touched the 9. They're all coming towards their 9s and 50s. But gold Aussie is dropping a little bit lower there. And gold euro is dropping to the 50 linear weighted. Or we can call it the channel right here, right? The zigzag channel. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go over there. I'm just copying.
Alright, so let's wait to see bullish arrows coming. As you can see, based on our analysis here, we have lesser potential of buy, bigger potential of sell, right? That's why we have to look at it. Bigger potential of sell, lesser potential of buy. We are in an unknown zone, unpredictable zone.
Well, it can be a buy. It just needs to do a retest.
And if it wants to do a buy, it has to come back. Maybe it wants to come back in the range. If it comes back in the range, actually, there's no buy. So, if your 30-minute closes back inside here, right below 3028, then our probability is unlikely of it going up. Hey, look at that sound.
Yeah, I just took it. I took a small part of it. Trying to like scope a little bit, at least practice scoping for a situation like this that we were currently in.
Okay, so we have a high volume is coming in now on 30-minute. Once the 30-minute closes with high volume, then we need to break out again. We need to wait again for a 5-minute breakout. So as you can see, this is the range. So now this change over here, right? We're waiting for a 5-minute breakout now. We need to see a clean break above this for it to actually go bullish. Okay, let me look at a clean chart over here for a second. What's gonna be actually? All right, so now we're waiting for a. I started waiting for the 50-minute bullish close here while it breaks out here. All right, 30-minute is closing is going to close bullish either way. But if it closes right below this price here, it means it might be going back inside the range all the way down. Right? That's a possibility. Which is it has 1 minute and 21 seconds to go. As a matter of fact, let me adjust this carefully. Right there. That's the price we're looking at. You see earlier, this was in the high 300s, this was in the low 10s. So it was like 19 earlier, 20s earlier. It went up back to 81. We're showing more bearish correlation bars, right? Dollar is buying a little bit more aggressive again here, and that's what's causing this to push back, to delay over here and push down. Right? So we need a dollar to get its shit together. And OBV volume has decreased its buy power. Right? Normally, you see over here, it's been selling this whole time. I mean, it's been bullish, right? But the volume has been selling. They've been adding in sells, more sell ticks than buy ticks. Right? Over here, it aggressively tried to buy, and it did not work out. It failed. Right? Now, last thing we're looking for is a divergence here. Okay, so we're looking for a divergence for a sell here. So far, hasn't been any divergence, but there is a hidden divergence. Is this a hidden divergence? No. Right, this is a hidden divergence right here, where there was a higher low here, but then there's a lower low here. There's an equal high here, there's a lower high here, and price has been moving a little bit lower. Then it went back up a little bit to reset, and now it's completely resetted. So we're still waiting for a divergence on the volume to sell. If this volume continues to sell, then and breaks this 200 EMA here, then we're looking at the push down towards this one here, which is 100 pip down. Let's see how long has it been away from the 5 minutes. So since it crossed previously, it took 1,288 bars. It's been up 1,288 bars now. Let's go look back here. This is range. Okay, right here. So since it broke it here, it took 1,158 bars in order to come back, right? Or 1,500, 1,600. What was I saying here? It is 1,271. So it's pretty much ripe in order to push back to this 200 EMA here, which is a good 160 pips, right? Which is back to our breakout zone at the bottom. These orders here, however, it's showing that there's more selling action happening. So there's more stop loss clusters and liquidity up there. But as you can see, the dollar even increased farther to the buy side here. So I need the dollar to sell first before it actually goes up. Unless it's doing a pump and dump, I don't know. New 30-minute opened. Previous 30-minute closed inside here. This is the high volume. So whatever is starting, the trend is starting now, of course, right? So definitely the trend is starting after this 30-minute bar here. See, this is the trend volume starting. So let's see how this trend volume is going to get started and move the market from this particular point. All right, so let's go back to our 5-minute chart. We need a 5-minute to close outside of this, 50-minute to close bullish outside of this as well, and then enter a buy. Or if it starts coming back down here on this range, we wait for here to enter a sell. Or it might just come down here, go back up there, down here, go back up there, and finish the day as a range. Because remember, tomorrow is interest rate, so it might range the rest of the day. Just remember, it might range the rest of the day. And there's a probability of a range, which means it's just the same range here. This might actually come all the way down here now. So let's give it some additional confirmation here. All right, that's our 5-minute line. So if 5-minute breaks below this and this trend line at the same time, and it's probably going to start selling, which means we can now enter from up here. So I'm going to stream this robot now so that you can go to my YouTube channel, open it up over there so you can see the robot while if you want to use the data that I use on here, of course, up to you. Alright, so now this is live over here. So this way you can zoom in, look at the data that is giving, and pair it with your analysis the way I am currently right now. So you see, I was looking for buys. Then I came over here. I looked at, okay, yeah, everything is bullish except for the dollar is still not in the opposite direction of it, right? So the dollar is still buying very strong. Therefore, it's going to slow down this move from actually pushing through. And that gave me my confirmation that this might not push through, which it didn't, as you can see. And so unless dollar is flipping, as you can see over here, dollar flipped to the sell side and this pushed up, right? Dollar flipped to the sell side once again and pushed up, right? Um, Dollar flipped to the upside and this pushed up over here. It gave these signals because once the dollar flips in sync with all this data and now everything is considered bullish, only then is going to provide a trade signal, right? But if dollar is flipping to a sell every so often, like for example, right, uh, right here, you see. So at this point, dollar had flipped sell, everything was bullish, and it gave a sell, which of course did not work out. However, it also implies that dollar is weak on the sell side, so it bounced back to bullish. Hence, um, I mean, the buy side of dollar, sell side of dollar was weak. Yeah, sell side was weak, so it bounced back bullish and then it pushed back down, went back up. Again, the confirmation was weak. It was more neutral here, so it went back to a neutral state and then went back, continued up once the dollar stayed firmly bearish. So it stayed firmly bearish here, and then it actually pushed away pretty good, right? So you want to see that firmness of sell here, at least 2 bars showing sells. It's so easy to get FOMO. Actually, I'm getting FOMO. I want to buy. This is the other thing, we have to look at the 5 minute channel, right? So if you draw a 5 minute channel here, until it breaks out of the channel, only then it runs, because hence, you know how a channel works. If it breaks out of a channel, it moves. If it doesn't break out of a channel, it doesn't move. It just keeps zigzag that channel the whole entire time, right? Sort of like this right here, right? So you see it broke the channel there and then it went. And that's what we're trying to catch again. M30 previous bar is bullish. Current bar is super bullish. Maybe this buy will work out after all. This area was a take profit over here. Maybe another 30 minute will open. It's just gonna go. Just going very shittily. Alright, we have our 5 minute breakout here, so that's great. Let's look for our 15 minute bullish close in another 4 minutes. Once this 15 minute close is bullish, then we're good to go to buy. Right. I will be hesitant because of this data here. Dollar has become stronger even in the bullish direction, which means it can easily give you a surprise fall over here. It can easily just do like this, bullish, 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 and then suddenly it just continues down continuously for a good 100 pip, right? And as you can see here, it's been weakening. It's been going up very poorly. It's It's not like it's going up very sharply. It's just doing it very poorly. You see dollar is going even more bullish. These numbers are way off. Earlier they were even, now they're way off. Let's see what's going on with these others. These pushed up, pushed up, pushed down, and then back up. Volume here is decreasing. Oh yeah, let's look at the volume. Volume here is decreased, divergence. So this is making highs, it's making lows. So we have volume divergence there, volume divergence here on the silvers. We have volume divergence here as well on XAU AUD. We have volume divergence here. See, this is going up, this is going down. Right? By the time this covers back, it might be equal to this here. So with all the additional evidence here, the volume divergences, you see the volume is not actually expanding up. It's just not doing this here. It's doing this here. So the buy volume is actually not real buy volume. That tells me when it sells, it's going to sell in a V shape like this. Right? Because you see when the volume is to the downside and it does sell off, it sells off continuously strong. Right? Nice and continuous strong sells. Damn, I should have been in the buy already. The hesitation, I tell you. Just this one more confirmation I need. I mean, the robot will take a trade for me, so I'm just here to call it out. All right, 5 minutes, 50 minutes is about to close. It's about to close outside right there. Now, the thing is, 50 minutes has its own channel as well. Let me see. All right, new 50-minute bar open. This is a confirmation for a buy. All right, so now I'm going to attempt to buy here. Even though this is telling me not to do a buy, right? But the data is like extremely bullish, like really bullish. I'm just gonna put it in, put a stop loss in, put 1-to-1 risk reward. So 50 pips move. Right, so I enter the buy for 50 pips take profit. I mean, I can close out anytime earlier. It's okay. When I feel like it's not going anymore, I'll just close it. I mean, if I see that it starts going down in a not so good way. All right. I would essentially like dollar to flip sell for it to really push this away. Hey, this thing is going up, just so you know. Oh, you closed your trades already. Okay. I thought you had the trades running. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break in the meantime. This is playing around here. She went upstairs. She went back to sleep.
Yeah, I got up. I got up.
Okay, so let's see where this goes. I'm hoping this really punches to a sell. If this really punches to a sell, we will see the evidence of this pushing up. Right, so let's just monitor this number here now to figure out if you want to hold this. If you want to hold it and increase your take profit, this have to change.
Did you enter back?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna be right back. Shit, this thing is still hovering right by my order. Wait a minute. You see, this here is not confirming. It's not pushing. So when the dollar flips, it's gonna push. But if the dollar does not flip, and we see this 200 charts increasing, I'm gonna get out manually. I won't wait for my stop loss to be hit.
It bought. You made money, right?
I only made 10 pip profit, the highest amount of profit so far. I mean, everything over here is bullish, so and we have bullish arrows coming in here, so that's sort of holding it. But that it depends on the dollar, what the dollar does. Let's see what's going on in 5 minutes here. 5 minutes wants to pull back to this 9 again. Now, if we had entered over here, like I said earlier, it would have been an earlier entry, and we would have been 59 pips in profit. 50-minute only have 2 bullish bars so far, so it might do a third bullish bar. Right? If it does a third bullish bar, then you can expect the pullback to come in all the way back down here. So you can get out after the third bullish bar is completed. This is a big extension bar right now. So the thing is, with the 30-minute extension bar, you might get one more, and that's it. It's dead after that. After that, it might come all the way back inside here. So I forgot about interest rate coming tomorrow. So I'm just gonna reduce my take profit zone. Right? So these are not gonna work out either. It might just come right back in here if it does sell. So if it does sell, it's gonna sell from this point. Or if it ranges here in a 5-minute chart, if it ranges here and it breaks the range down, then it's gonna come back down. Then we can enter the sell probably from here as it comes back in the range, and take profit from inside the range. But this 5-minute has to range here first, then break the range down to sell. Due to interest rate coming, it might not actually buy too much or do anything much today. Now, if interest rate comes out tomorrow and it plans on selling, then definitely today is going to continue all the way up as high as possible. Right? So if it continues high as possible today, then tomorrow we're looking for sells only. This first thing it's going to do is going to whipsaw massively to the upside and then start selling continuously for days to come. Because if you look at the daily chart here, and daily is a big bullish bar already, right? So if you see the daily chart here, they've been buying continuously, and it's already in this channel here. So it's a possibility it might come hit this channel, just finish this zone, this complete zone here, and then start selling off all the way down here for several days, even past it, probably all the way down to the bottom of the range. Let me look at some volume analysis here. So this is where it took off from. This is where it stopped. As you can see, it filled this little area. It still has this area to fill. Right, that's our daily liquidity zone. So if it does want to come down due to interest rate, it's gonna keep coming. It's gonna range here and then keep coming again, range and then keeps coming again all the way to this point. So you're talking about maybe a whole month of sell. Because how long did it take to travel this distance from this point to now is 30 days, 34 days, right? So another 30 days of sell would be perfect here. This is our stopping point for the daily. So if it comes down here on the daily, it's gonna stop right here. Range, 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 then don't break out. Once it does that breakout, just sell again to the downside. This is if interest rate stays the same, then it's gonna go down. Because interest rate is gonna start spiking after this interest rate. So if this interest rate doesn't change, inflation increases to go up, then they're gonna be forced to increase interest rate. And that's when it's gonna start falling. So 50 minutes is doing its third bullish bar. If it does an extension bar here again, then I'm done trading. I'm going to close as the bar closes. So it has 30 minutes to go. I mean, I can see this. This is 8:41. I didn't check. Like I said, I don't check the message on time. That's the issue. But whatever delay you have, look at it from the perspective of, oh, you know what? I'm going to type something in here. I'm going to type my time, which is 9:02. And that's the time I'm typing this in. USA Eastern Time. Let me remove the screenshot. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so dollar is decreasing its strength here and increasing the sells here, which is what's assisting with this push. And the data is very bullish. It's below 100, above 275, above 300, below 100 here, 60 to 0, 12 to 1. Right, so RSI, and then average volume is not up. Multi-time frame volume is not up either. This is supposed to be at least 10,000. Right, so this needs to be 10,000 in order for the EA to want to buy. So the EA won't even take a trade unless volume is above 10,000. I'm going to move the stop loss up under this 50 linear weighted right here. So my max profit so far was 20 pips. Volume is up here. Volume is divergencing here, like I said it was going to, right? So now this volume is divergencing here. That's a signal for sell coming in, right? So we might get a surprise drop. That's an 80 pip drop. Alright, so you see dollar decreased its buying pressure. Let me see what's going on here. These are selling. Silver is testing the 200, testing the 200, testing the 200 there. So if these guys starts pushing back above the 200, we're good. We're safe to hold the trade. But if they start breaking down the 200, then we're not safe to hold the trade anymore. And remember, I was telling you the volume is divergencing here at this point. As you can see, this divergence is holding up its factor here. So that worries me a little bit. You see how this rejected nicely, and then it punched up 20 pips back on the profit. Dollar also is staying a stronger sell on weaker buy, so therefore this pushed up nice and solid back to the upside. All the metals so far, they're bearish in the moment. So if they once they flip bullish here, we should get a buy signal soon. An actual buy signal from the EA that it would give, and that would help us to push the additional 30 pips, possibly more. Once this breaks above this range here, I'm going to put this to break even. TSL auto falls for EMA. Alright, so I'm gonna do 100. Okay, so I'll put this at the 100 EMA right here, and it's gonna sort of start dragging this as the EMA goes up. Let's see what these silvers did if they broke back down. I don't like that the silver is pushing down below that 200 there. You see every time the silver is here push up just a little bit, how much this pushes up on the dollar gold. So if these guys push up to here and do a pullback, this should run up pretty fast. Alright, so this one is pushing back up. XAU is pushing up back, but I think it's pushing up back to this 9 here only. And if it ranges, it's going to range right back up to here. So once this get backs up to here, then it's good to exit. Because you see the volume is below the zero here. Volume is almost below the zero here. volume is below the zero here, here, and here. So volume has shifted to sell in all the areas except gold USD. You see the RSI is also increasing to the sell side here. It was 12.0, then 12.1, 12.2, then 12.3. Correlation is negative at the moment. But we still have data that supports this buy, so I'll just keep holding the buy for now. Alright, I want to see this starts pushing up past this 9. If this pushes up and passes this 9, then we're good for continuously up over here. But it's not doing that. And it has bearish volume. Alright, so you see this how this is struggling here on the 15 minutes. 5 minutes is ranging, so if it breaks out again, we had strong bullish volume here. Let's see here, where is the volume? Strong bullish volume there. 1 minute, and strong bullish volume there. Okay, so it's a possibility this is going to push over. But if this pushes down below this here and closes below, it's not going to close below. If it wicks down, it has to close inside of this area here. So this, okay, so that means if it closes back inside this range, then I'm going to close my trade. So you see, this is where I recommend to take the trade, but I ended up taking the trade somewhere over here. Right? No, actually I took it right here, where it's at right now, because I'm a negative, I think, at the moment. Yeah, just 2 pips. So I took the trade a little bit, slightly too late. Right, I was supposed to take the trade at this bottom over here. And I hesitated and I got screwed. See, the dollar went back bullish here, a little bit stronger. The RSI average pull is decreased to 12. The average sell strength has increased from 20 something to now 107. Right, so the bearish strength is starting to pile up and add on. Let's see what's going on here. This looks like it's retesting the 9. It's below the 50 linear weighted. 50 linear weighted shifted bearish here. What number is this? This is 20. Okay, so I'll leave it at 20. What number is this? It's not a 9, it's a 20 the whole time. Come on. This is a 20 moving average, not 9. If it pushes over and crosses above here, then it's gonna continue up. If not, then it's just this EMA, and this EMA is holding support resistance there. The volume is still negative on the silvers and counting. So the only thing that's holding it right now is gold itself. So the 3 gold chart is bullish, and the 3 silver charts are rejecting off of the 200. Okay, nice strong bullish bar here. Nice strong bullish bar here as well. It made a higher low. If it breaks above this over here, then we have a good chance of continue holding this trade. So OBV has been adding in bullish volume here this entire time as well. So that's a positive. While the tick volume is showing divergence here. If this curves back to the upside like this, then we're good. It's gonna go. All right, so we're back in the bullish area here. All right. The strength has increased back again here. The sell strength decreased on the average. The dollar is still pushing bullish again as well, which is where my concern is. It's going to be a short trade actually. It's not going to be a long trade. So with interest rate factor playing a role here, I don't think I want to hold any trades at all. And then next week I'm going to come and say, look, it went 500 pips. What are you guys' thoughts on this buy? Who's buying? Who's selling? What are you guys doing? All right, come on, close above this. 5 minutes. 5 minutes has 39 seconds. If it closes bullish here, then we can expect another 5 minutes to go up. Okay, 5 minutes tested the 9 here, which is great. That's great news. That means this bullshit here is finished. I need to go eat. I'm leaving at 9:30. All right, so 5 minute close bullish. That gives me a peace of mind there. How much take profit are we taking? 52 pips. I'm gonna make it even 50 pips. Okay, so 50 pip take profit. Yeah, something in the microwave.
No, that was inch.
You want to wait for a buy opportunity for 50 pips? We're already in a trade here. And the buy trade already started a long time ago, which I was late on the buy. So if you're waiting for additional confirmation, you're probably going to be even later. Because I was late on the buy, I only made 16 pips total so far. 20 pips is the highest it's been so far. I could have been much more profitable had I entered on my initial analysis. I would have been at 50 pips already. Alright, so there you go. Now you see this arrow here is the actual buy arrow it would be giving. So now I'll take this buy arrow. And see if it stays consistent here. Alright, so added a second trade, same take profit level. The stop loss is at the previous trade. Alright, bullish. So this went more bullish right now. This went more bullish right now as well. So the strength has increased. Let's see what's up going on here. So this is going back up to the previous high. Possibly, right? The silvers came back to their previous high as well. This one is going to come to the previous high, possibly here. We have the bullish volume back above the zero line. New 30 minutes opening in 2 minutes. So the new 30 minute might be doing something for sure. 9:30 volume. Hopefully it's not a down move. So this, let's see what happens here. Depending on how this 5 minutes closes, if it closes bearish, I close my trade. Maybe not, because it's above the range. So if I took this channel, just support resistance, put it up there. I tried second trade was a bad idea. So 9:30 volume came in and it's pushing up pretty good, which is the volume we want. I'm gonna be out at this point and I'll be done for the day. Almost there. All right, you see the dollar is back to bearish, selling with the volume. Correlation is up at the same time. This went from 11 back to 13. This went from 3 back to 1. So we have some additional strength in the bullish side. $30.20. Let's check out $30.20. Back to $30.20. No, $30.20 is quite down here. Yeah, possibly. You see how quickly it came back down here? Definitely it's gonna want to retest here, possibly. Down here. Annika is waiting for a retest down here too. I should have closed my trade, god damn it. Alright, let it push one more time and then I'll close it out. Maybe it might not hit my take profit.
So we're doing really good.
Yeah, they were struggling to go up and look at the punch down there. You see, it did come to make it to get to the previous high, like I said earlier. I should just listen to myself. This came to the previous high as well. They all came to the previous high, and they're done. Right, so now I might actually retest all the way down here. My second trade that I entered is now closed because it came to my first trade. And I should be closing this trade as well.
I was waiting for this previous 30 minutes to close doji,
Mm.
and now this one is supposed to drop.
Oh yeah,
Or
30.
close doji.
I'm gonna close my trade here. Didn't
Or
take a
my
profit
close
today.
doji.
I mean, it could be testing out this 100, but it's gonna close my trade at the 100. See a dollar punch back up to bullish, and it just slams down. All right, I'm gonna close my initial trade break even. Not break even anymore. It sort of went to what, negative $1. So I actually took a loss on a winning trade. Right. This was last night. The EA took a trade by itself on a crappy volume. This morning I took a loss here, 30 pips. on my second trade that I entered because I took it way too late. It did go into profit decently, but the second trade was supposed to be only a 10 pip trade, but I was waiting for 5 more pips of profit and it didn't go. But if you took the trade and you closed out early, great. If not, not so great. Right, initially from my trade that I entered, it went 41 pips. Right, 43 pips tops. It might come test this 200 before it goes back up again. And if it does go back up, it's not going very high. It's going to come back right here and make a double top. The volume here, as you can see, has decreased. And the volume here is struggling. It's continuously diverging like this. So, see that? So, this is going up. Volume is going down. This volume here, the divergence is pretty neat actually, because the divergence actually works. So it might come back for a retest down here at this red line, this red zone, before it goes back up. Which, as you can see, it is around the 1320s area, right? So it might come back to this zone here, this red line, and then we can start looking for buys again. But I won't be here, but the EA will be on the stream. And it's still in a bullish condition, so we won't be taking sells unless it flips to a bearish condition. Yeah, it's coming right back to the 200, like everything else did. Right, so these guys coming back to the 200, 200. This broken retesting the 200 now. Right, so I'm no longer buy bias because everything here is flipping to the downside for a pullback. It's just a matter of waiting game now. So Nash, you might get your opportunity after all. You might get your buy opportunity from down here. Again, it's gonna come. Just do a pullback retest over here, then possibly go up, or be careful because if it breaks down inside the range, then it might just continue lower to the bottom of this range here where it started, and then range the rest of the day. Because remember, interest rate is coming up tomorrow, so there's not much that's gonna happen today. Look at the volume here. Super strong sell volume. So good thing I got out here, because then it came down an additional 40, 50 pips. Look at that. It's just pumping down. And you see earlier in this section here, the clue was over here, right? This data was shifting to a bearish, a weak bullish. This was shifting to a weak bullish. This was shifting to a weak bullish, and then it went back strong bullish, right? This stayed above on the buy side, so dollar was staying bullish the whole entire time until it got to this point, and only like for 3 or 4 minutes it stayed bullish, and not by much too. It just came to like an even number here, but not by much. Whereas when every time it goes by 50 or 100 difference. But when it goes to sell, it always goes like maybe 10 difference. So the dollar here was the clue that at some point it's gonna smack down. Alright guys, it's 9:41 now. I gotta go. I gotta leave to work. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you Thursday.
Hey folks, what a view behind me. I'm at Black Bull Markets headquarters here in Auckland, New Zealand. Speaking of views, you can get TradingView paid plans for free at Black Bull Markets, saving you up to $600 a year. Get either the Essential Plus or Premium plans absolutely free. All you need to do is trade from one lot a month at Black Bull Markets. And you can also get a 100% deposit bonus for your first deposit up to $1,000. All you need to do is click the Trading Nut link in the description below. Hey, start trading Forex indices and commodities with up to 800k of Blue Guardian's capital risk-free. Just pay a small one-time fee to take the challenge, hit a profit target and get funded. Then keep up to 90% of your profits and enjoy fast weekly payouts. Now for futures traders, Blue Guardian Futures offers up to 450k in funding with 100% profit on your first 15k. With low targets, no activation fees and unlimited resets, it's one of the best deals in the industry. Visit blueguardian.com or blueguardianfutures.com to start trading today and grab their limited time discount code.